We're going to now integrate the sine of 3x minus 5 dx. So we begin so sine of 3x minus 5 dx. We know that we have a rule for sine of x. The integral of sine of x dx is equal to negative cosine x plus c. The trouble is that this rule only applies if the argument is x. Okay? Here the argument is a little bit more intricate than that, so we're going to have to try something new. So what we will do is we will take and let u equal to 3x minus 5. I will differentiate that, same as before. Du dx is going to be equal to 3. So multiply across by dx. So you're multiplying this by dx. So you're going to get 3 dx. And in the end you want dx on its own. So you have to divide by 3. So du divided by 3 is equal to dx. Remember, the bits that you're looking to isolate are u, which is easy because that's where your starting point. So you're trying to get u, but you're also trying to get dx because you're going to have to replace dx up here. Okay, so everything looks good now. We'll just go with that, and we'll say that that's equal to the sine of, instead of 3x minus 5, we're going to say u, sine of u, and dx we're going to replace with du over 3. Okay, so now the 3 is a constant, it's 1/3, so we take that out. So it's going to be 1/3 times the integral of sine of u du. And just like here, where the argument was the same as the expression that's written after the d, we now have the same thing here. The argument of the sine function is the same as that letter there. That means we're ready to integrate. We can apply the rule for sine. So that's going to give us, we're going to still have the 1/3. The rule for sine is that this turns into minus cosine of u. And don't forget the plus c. Okay, and the third, we don't need to multiply the third by the c because that's going to be a constant times a constant, which will be another constant. We can replace the u now, and it's going to be minus 1/3 times the cosine of u is 3x minus 5 plus c. And that's our answer. Okay, so let's write it out because there's something you might notice. The question and the answer together, the integral of sine of 3x minus 5 dx is equal to negative 1/3 of the cosine of 3x minus 5 plus c. So maybe there are a few things that you notice here. For instance, the argument here remains the argument here. The question is, what about this 1/3? Where do you think it came from? Well, 3 is the number that's multiplying x. We had 3x, and we end up with negative 1/3. So that's going to give us a new rule. Okay, now I know you don't base a rule on one example, but this is actually a rule that works. So if we have the integral of the sine of, instead of 3x minus 5, let's make it ax plus b, where a and b are just constants, ordinary numbers. Well, the rule is going to be, the integral of sine of ax plus b is going to be negative 1 over a times the cosine of ax plus b, and then plus the c for the constant. Okay. Now, some people decide to try learning that rule. Other people just do the u-substitution, using the basic rule that the integral of sine is negative cosine. So whichever you like, if you think that it's worthwhile learning this, because if you do learn it accurately, it saves time if you know how to apply it. But that's a choice that's up to you.